Dan Orlowski's really pissing me off. Really pissing me off. It's a must-win game. No shit, idiot boy. Welcome to Neighborhood Picks. Anybody wondering where the Super Bowl coverage is? Are we going to do 10 days straight on an open investigation and not cover the fucking Super Bowl? I don't, as a sports fan, I want to see the Super Bowl. I want to hear more. The NBA trade deadline's coming up, and we got a lot of shit going on. Let's start in New York. The Knicks and the Nets. Two of the most disgusting seasons I've ever seen in my life. The Nets got all low character guys. It just doesn't even feel good. You got Kyrie Irving, Mr. Rocket Scientist, always emotional. He's only going to play on the road. And, and I'm supposed to feel bad for a fucking guy with $100 million in the bank. And then Ben Simmons, he won't play on his team because he was afraid to shoot last year in the playoffs. And his coach said after he stunk that they were like, Doc, do you think Ben Simmons could be a great point guard in the future? And he said, well, I don't know that right now. Because Ben, you went to pieces. You went to fucking pieces. You got a layup, and you didn't shoot a layup because you were afraid that you were going to get fouled. In the playoffs, you went to pieces. Just like another guy went to pieces. Julius Randle, all of a sudden, when did you become a punk? When did you become a punk? All of a sudden, I love Julius Randle. Now, this year, first of all, I'm going to diagnose Julius Randle's problem right now. Last year, Julius Randle was the most improved player in the NBA. Then the playoffs came around, and we were supposed to beat Atlanta. Before that series, nobody knew. Trae Young, Capella, all those guys, Gallinari, they fucking, not only did they shit on the Knicks, Julius Randle had the worst series I've ever seen him. I watched him all year. He was a different guy in the playoffs. Apple merchant. Fucking Apple merchant. That's what Randle did. So now Randle went to pieces in the playoffs. Stunk. And now he's doing the thumbs down a couple weeks ago. He had to put out a thing on Instagram. Dear Knicks fans, I love being here. Well, let me tell you something, Julius. I'm a Knicks fan, okay? One thing you don't do in the Mecca, if you're getting booed, be a fucking man. Be a man. Shut the fuck up. I don't like this new culture where players have fucking rabbit ears. LeBron James has thrown out more white ladies this season. Like, it's crazy. Like, Carmelo Anthony almost fought a fan. LeBron threw out 2 white ladies. It's unsettling because I don't like conflict like that. And it's just crazy. Like, when I was a kid, there was a guy behind the Washington Bullets before they were the Wizards, their bench, and his seat was behind the bench so he could heckle the players all game. And they knew it when they were like going to Washington. They were like, oh, this fucking guy again. But it's just a different day. The kids are soft these days. A lot of them are soft, not all of them. My cousins are tough. No, but there's a lot of soft motherfuckers out here. Ben Simmons, Harden. Now, we hear that the Nets could trade James Harden for Ben Simmons. You know that chubby fucking guy that was the GM of the Rockets? That chubby fuck is in Philadelphia now. So that he's going to try to get Harden. Daryl Morey. That's it. I didn't even look that up. I just see his face. He looks like sauerkraut. Fucking kraut face. But Daryl Morey's going to try for James Harden, I think. If Philadelphia gets Harden, first of all, why is Harden so fucking bloated? He don't look chubby or fat. He looks bloated. Why is Harden bloated? I don't know. He looks like he took 14 Benadryls. He looks fucked up. I think he's sipping lean. Something. But that's just a thought that came to my mind. I'm not accusing anybody of anything. But I'm accusing him of being a fucking weirdo with that beard for fucking 20 years. Looks like a creep. I'm on a roll today. I'm pissed off. I've been in Florida. Every time I come home, I don't see anything about the Super Bowl, and I just see people speculating on an open case. So it's a frustrating week. The Knicks stink. I hope they trade Julius Randle for being a punk. He put his thumbs down Now listen, I'm back to Randall. I'm ADD. I got 100 personalities. I'm back. Randall, thumbs down the other night. He finally had a good game. Thumbs down in the crowd when they were cheering him. Like, nah, thumbs down because you booed me last week. Oh, I didn't like that because I played in hostile environments. That's part of sports. I've been called everything in the book, but I couldn't do nothing about it because high schools were even more hostile and shit in college. But there's no censor on that stuff. So I don't know. Julius Randle, thumbs down. Then on top of it, I'm watching the Knicks-Lakers Saturday night. And the assistant coach has the iPad, and he's talking to Julius Randle, and Julius Randle slapped the coach's iPad and treated him like this bitch. And you know what? Let me finish. He slapped the iPad, and then the coach must have said something, and he turned back and went in his face. And they had to, restrain him, and that's a punk move. And if I was on that staff, I'd be fired from that staff. Because if you came in my face, Julius, I hope somebody sends you this. You ever came in my face, I'd clean your fucking clock. Coach, no coach. You're lucky that you picked on the right people. You came in, hey, LeBron, you too. If I was at that game and you went in my girl's face, as soon as that hand went like that, you're getting your fucking clock clean too. They'd have to tear me out of the arena. I don't care who you are. You stick your hand in his girl's face. Come on, man. So Ben Simmons, another guy, Ben. Look what we're talking about. Kyrie Irving, halftime guy. Harden, bloated, fat. He's got half a hamstring injury. Nobody even knows if he's telling the truth. I'm on a fucking roll. Look at the character of the men. Durant, burner Twitter accounts, arguing with fans. I really am good. I really am good. Kyrie, creep. Durant, fucking weirdo. Always mad now. Harden, bloated. Julius Randle turned into a punk. Thank God I got the Philly channel when I get home, because I'm just going to root for the fucking Sixers for the rest of the year until they get rid of Randle. I can't root for that shit. This is the first time I've been pissed off since we had that fucking imposter of a LeBron James tier guy in Carmelo Anthony. We got Carmelo. We fucking sang a song. Some of you younger kids, and I'm realizing when he came to the Knicks, it might have been like '09. So that's a long time ago already. So if you're 18, you might not even remember it. But when Carmelo got traded, they put this fucking song out at home. I'm coming home, I'm coming home. And the fucking garden went dark. I was like, is Jordan walking in or something? Like, for Carmelo? Dribble, pull up. Empty jumper, nobody under the rim. Oh, listen. I'm going to cover the NBA. I just can't come over here and sing swan songs about basketball. If it's ugly, I'm going to report it ugly. Right now, the NBA feels ugly. Low character guys, conflict. Russell Westbrook, you're 1 for 100. He makes one fucking dunk and he's cursing at the crowd. Is this the new thing now? You make a dunk, yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, Russell, you're 1 for 80. Shut the fuck up, you fucking frog. Let me get out of here. We're gonna get back to Super Bowl week. Me being pissed off is probably gonna make a few of you guys laugh. So whatever. The NBA is going south. The 3-point line was invented in 1979. Happens to be the year I was born. Since my life, this is the lowest the NBA's product has ever been. The 80s were flying with Magic and Larry, and then Michael came. The 90s were the best. Toughest, hand checking. Jordan was coming down the paint. They were sending him head over feet, tumbling in the fucking stands. You could get killed in the 90s coming down the lane. There's never been an era like the 90s. Then LeBron came in 2003 as Kobe was in his 7th year already. And then LeBron took the mantle. It was awesome. And then, I don't know, just this year, and I know the pandemic was tough, but it just doesn't feel right. It feels like a bad product, and I just hope it gets better. Even from the All-Star game. Ja Morant made it. How could you not have LaMelo Ball in the All-Star game? The kid is one of the best guards in the league right now. And you know why they don't have him in the game? Because they don't like his daddy. His daddy talks shit. His daddy will tell you, my boy is better than you, and he's going to show it, and he's going to beat your ass. And then he does. So that causes jealousy. How could the fans... Here's how you know jealousy and envy exist. How could you be a fan and not vote LaMelo Ball in? Nobody was jealous of Kobe. when he was 19. They voted him in as a starter. I remember. So don't come at me with that Kobe shit. I got guys on Instagram, well, Kobe was a high volume scorer, but Shaq carried him. Listen, Fat Shaq, I saw him foul out in the 2000 finals. Kobe took over in overtime. Kobe scored 29, 30 a game, just like Shaq. And if you didn't live through it and watch the game, shut the fuck up. I'm out of here. Neighborhood Picks.